Hello everyone, Tampa J here, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Homosassa Springs Wildlife State Park. There are many species and critters and creatures ahead of us today, including manatees. There's an underwater observatory, but first we have to head into the main entrance, take a jungle cruise back to the park. It's gonna be fun. I'm glad you're here. Please journey with me. There is much ahead, my friends. Right inside the door of the main building, where you buy your tickets for the Jungle Boat cruise, there is a brief history, a wall devoted to the entire timeline of the history of the park, and it's been here since the early 1900s. A really fun fact, a Walt Disney film was actually made at Homosassa Springs, The Legend of El Blanco and Wahoo Bobcat. Has anyone ever watched those? So I'm reading some of the 60s history, and this pavilion was built, this article says 1964, so that means that basically this Jungle Boat cruise is older than the one at Walt Disney World. So you just walk over here and you buy your tickets to board the boat. So I'm waiting for the next boat to come back to the port. But I'm checking out this map and it kind of gives you a layout of what we're going to see today. And the boat has come back. And that will be our vessel, our jungle cruise to the front entrance of the wildlife park. So I'm boarding the boat.
My name is Steve, and I'm your boat driver this morning. In all seriousness, please keep everything inside the railing when you depart and arrive at the docks. Also, if you will remain seated throughout the trip, if you need to stand up and get a better look at something or a photograph, feel free to do so, and then sit back down. If you have a cell phone, please put it on silent. With that, I think we should probably be going.
So we're casting off, we're taking off out into the jungles. Well, it looks like a jungle.
When your love gets strong, when your love it will break the fear. When your love gets wide, it will bring you near. And when
you come around the corner here, you look to your left, you'll see some palm trees. Those are called Sabal Palm, also known as the cabbage palm or swamp cabbage palm. That's our Florida state tree. If you look on our state flag or on the various logos of state organizations, you'll see that image of that on there.
Well, we made it. That was one of the most peaceful 20 minutes of my life. So in between the boathouse and the actual wildlife park, you have this giant sign, this iconic sign, "Don't miss Homosassa Springs." It's indicating the nature's giant fishbowl, which we're about to see, which is part of the Florida Attractions Association. But now we must cross the street and enter the actual park. So we've come to a fork in the road at the beginning of the park, and I think I'm gonna go right. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Lou, the 59-year-old hippopotamus. It's a West Nile hippopotamus. Lou was actually born in San Diego in 1960. Hip hop anonymous. Looks like it's feeding time for Lou. Look at that. Oh my. Not bad for a 59-year-old hippopotamus. Oh, he just swallowed a whole apple whole. Look at that. Good job, Lou. Later, you want to step back from this area because it also is the splatter zone. Ooh. Across from Lou, we have the alligator den. Ooh, he's getting a little scared there. He's backing up. Why are there fences here? I don't understand fences here. There's a closer look through the chain link fence. He's eyeing me. I will get you, Godzilla. I will find you. This is one of the most beautiful parks I've ever seen. You can call it a zoo. It is a zoo. It's a zoo full of Florida wildlife. As you can see, the trails are gorgeous. Welcome to the Reptile House. See what we can find in here. Looks like there's someone curled up in the corner. Hello there. Here's a Florida king snake. He looks like he's trying to get out. Look how long he is.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Venomous candlebrake rattlesnake. It's not uncommon to see these guys lurking out in the palmettos of Florida. Ooh, look at his rattler just kind of sticking up there. I think he's getting a little nervous. The Florida cottonmouth rattlesnake. This is a big guy here. I wouldn't want to mess with him. Looks like he just ate. He's all swollen up. He probably just had a big rat or something. Ooh, look at, ooh, he's coming. I think he heard us. We better get out of here. And there you are, the American alligator. A couple of babies just floating in here in the reptile room. Check him out, isn't he beautiful? I've held one about that size before at Repticon. Check it out, I'll put a link to the video. Here's another one. Alright guys, so I'm going to teach you a valuable lesson. When red touches yellow, not a fellow. I'm feeling a little parched. Thank the Lord. Oh yeah. Crack open my Coke. Oh, looky there. It's an otter. Hey buddy. Let's go check him out. So the North American river otter's diet consists of fish, shellfish, crawfish, fish, shellfish, I can't talk. Fish, shellfish, crawfish, frogs, and some water birds. There he goes, right there. Look at him. Hey buddy. See ya. Time to walk on the wild side. Wildlife walk. We have a bobcat walking along the fence over there. See if we can get a closer look of him. Florida bobcats will eat just about anything that moves. You see the bobcat over there back to the left, but if you look down inside, right there, there's another one hiding in the shade. Can you see it? He's in there. We do have black bears in Florida, and there's one out there under the shade, but check out the regions where they primarily range, mostly over here, and that's the first time I ever saw one in the wild, was in the Ocala National Forest. But there are quite a few in this area. I saw signs posted when I was driving up, but not far from Tampa Bay. I wish he was taking a nap a little bit closer, but you see that darkness out underneath the tree? Way out there. Oh man, you can barely see it. But he's out there. Alcatraz. Bird Island. Alright, let's go in here. Whoa! Well, that's really close. Whoa. They do make a lot of noise. Look how close we are, guys. I believe these are the rosettes, spoonbill. Wow. Oh, they're coming from all sorts of angles, and look on top here. This is a very Alfred Hitchcock moment. I'm gonna have to quote Adam the Woo. Hitchcock would most definitely be proud. Whoa. He's like right behind me. I might want to back up before things get a little messy. Staring right at us is the American bald eagle. Two of them. And right next to it is one of my favorite birds, the golden eagle, which is the largest eagle, I believe, of the species. Very patriotic moment here.
majestic. There he looks. The one on the right looks like.
Flamingos, flamingos. Lurker spotted. That's what I thought. I think he's trying to give me a hug or something. He's posing. You want a picture? Woo. 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 We're going to visit the Manatee Care Center. And here it is right here. This is the giant filtration system for the manatee habitat. And this is also where they bring them in for care. And here's a giant manatee right here. Wow. He's humongous. But this is how they lower and raise the manatees into the actual park. And these are sort of the locks. This is just like a giant pool. There's another one right over there. They are vegetarians. They eat leaves and cabbage and lettuce, anything green along the bottom of the ocean or on the side of the rivers. Here's the actual channel, and it goes under this walkway bridge, and there's another lock right here till they go out into the river. Notice that these rivers are spring fed. That's why the water is so clear. North Florida is full of hundreds of different natural springs. Some you can actually float down. One of my favorites is actually Ichetuckney out of the Blue Springs up in Alachua County. Those are big sheephead. Those are humongous. Look at those, and these are natural wild fish flowing right underneath our feet. I'm just kind of going to give you a 360 of where I'm at right now. It's a very beautiful spot. Looks like there's some people out there snorkeling or scubaing. Oh, fish jumping. Whoa. Maybe I'll do it one more time. Whoa! Look at that aqua clear blue water and the palm tree lurking above. Almost paradise. Found this awesome spot with this gazebo and a river overlook. Let's take a closer look at the boats over there. Check it out, guys. Looks like everyone's having a good time out here. Oh my gosh, he's eating a Cheeto. I just have to sit here and take this in for a second. Very gorgeous spot here. Okay, it's almost time for the underwater observatory. Here's our first look at the observatory. You can actually walk out, and then we're gonna walk downstairs and we're gonna see underwater, and here's where you walk out. Here we go. You can see the rocks down here, how they're cut away. But look at the bottom. It's kind of just a giant float that you're going inside of, but it's got some age on it. It's been here since the 60s. So we're on the deck and we're just gonna take a walk around the top and then we'll go below. A lot of fish down there. Here we go. Let's go below, folks. So we'll go to the right first. Whoa. Now this is cool. Look at that. Here is a whole school of snook right there. That is a Florida trophy fish. All people like to catch these. They're kind of slow moving. It's very mystical. look how beautiful. I was hoping we'd be able to see a manatee floating by, but I don't see any. Hundreds and hundreds of fish. I hope you had a fun time exploring one of Florida's oldest underwater attractions. I'm a manatee. A man, a T. So just a little up the ways of Crystal River in Crystal River, Florida, is a place called Kings Bay. Now, Kings Bay is the only place in the United States where you can actually touch a manatee. Everywhere else, they are protected and you will be fined and possibly incarcerated up to 2 years in prison. I believe it's 2 or 5. But yes, it's a big no-no. If you ever see a manatee in Florida and you're not in Kings Bay, which is just a few minutes up the street, you cannot touch it. Now, they have numerous amounts of manatee tours where you can actually go scuba diving and swim with the manatees. So just a fun fact, something else you can do in this area of Old Florida. I really like this area. It's become one of my favorites, which is part of Citrus County, where I did my filming locations for the Elvis movie, Follow That Dream, a couple months ago. I'll put a link to the video if you want to check it out. It's more of the area and other things you can do in Old Florida. We've come back, we've done a complete circle. We were back at the entrance of the park. You can either take a tram back if you didn't park out here, or you can take the boat back, of course. And I think I'm gonna take the boat back because that was one of the most peaceful rides I've ever taken. The original Florida Jungle Cruise ride.
Beautiful great blue heron over here on the left.
We have come back to base. We're home. Well, alright guys, unfortunately this is going to be the end of it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful time exploring Homosassa Springs Wildlife State Park. I know I sure did. This is one of my favorite parks in all of Florida. Again, if you're in Florida and you want to come over, please check it out. It is absolutely one of the most beautiful and amazing experiences you will ever have at a state park, no matter what state it is. I sure do promise you. It is one of Florida's oldest attractions. You saw it all here today, but there's much more to see, so come out and check it out for yourself. All that being said, thanks again for joining me, and if it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button below and that notification bell, because you never know where I'm gonna go. Well, it's time to go back to Tampa. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. I am Tampa J, and there is much ahead. Can't believe I almost forgot my camera. Oh boy. See you guys.